Welcome back to this final part of the Superprix and English Championships. It's the Kaiser UK class up next, the second fastest class we'll see this weekend. James Glenister, the current British champion in this class, goes off pole. 12 karts in it, they're super quick. They're around about a second a lap slower than the 250s we saw earlier, but they'll be doing around about 100 mile an hour as they hit the end of the straight. These karts just an inch or so off the ground. And believe me, 100 miles an hour seems like 200 miles an hour when you're that close to the ground. James Glenister it is that has the lead. He is the current national champion, as Greg Dickens there on the 29 creates a whole new racing line through the top hairpin. They're on the full circuit, these, not the short circuit. Again, around about 46 seconds a lap here for these karts, extremely fast. And again, they can race on both short circuits and long circuits effectively. The drivers in this class, and as indeed is the case in all of the gearbox classes, the speeds are so excessive, so quick. The drivers have a lot of respect for each other. You have to give people room. You can't afford to get involved in tangles in these classes. It can be seriously painful if you do, as we see Baldwin in his bid for the lead. Nice clean move. Glenister has to drop into second. They're going side by side down to the chicane. Glenister thinks better of it, decides second place is acceptable for now. The man in the orange helmet is James Moorcroft, and he's got Dan Kelly all over the back of him. Moorcroft has a look up the inside of Glenister but can't quite get it done there. Kelly right on the back and should look for the move here in turn one, and does so. It's a great move by Kelly through to third place. Creates a little bit of a gap now back to Glenister. Just the mere act of overtaking always creates a space from you because you're coming off the racing line. You're not taking the optimum line through the corner. The pink helmet there is Hannah Lang. She's having a good day. One of two girls competing in this class today, Sarah Jane Bugby the other. Baldwin has a nice 5 or 6 kart length lead here. Dan Kelly on the 3 looks very quick indeed. He could be the man to challenge for the win here, but he's got to tick James Glenister off his list first. I'm not sure how straightforward that's going to be. That's the 66 of Matt Sherwin going through the picture. He's in 5th place. It's Baldwin, Glenister, Kelly, Moorcroft, Sherwin, Lang and Lee Hassler in 7th. They're the top 7 at this stage. Through the left-hander, Pitts Bend. There's that little dip in the track at the corner of the first hairpin. This is the full circuit, of course, for these gearbox karts. Again, that's Hannah Lang there. This is close. Only one of 7 pretty much can win this. Glenister gets a little closer to the leader, and Kelly gets much closer under braking to the KZ UK national champion. I wonder if Glenister wins the E-plate, if he'll run the E-plate on his kart as English champion, or he'll keep the 1. I suspect he'll probably keep the 1. The drivers in this class, a little bit older, but a little bit more mature, they'll understand the significance, the historical significance of this first E-plate event, the first English championship. And although the kids who are a lot younger won't appreciate the fact that in 50 years they may have won the first E-plate, as talking of winning the E-plate, Dan Kelly makes a bid for second place but can't get that done, and it's cost him 4 or 5 kart lengths, obviously, as we can see there. The significance of this event will not be lost on these drivers as they are a little bit older. They'll appreciate the fact that they're making a bid for history here. You can win the E-plate any year from this point on, but there is only ever going to be the first season, and it looks like 21 James Moorcroft getting a warning flag there. Now, we haven't seen him getting out of line at all, but the clerk of the course issuing the 21 kart with the orange helmet, there he is, with a warning for something we've not seen. Maybe track limits possibly, certainly not seen any contact. They come down runway towards the chicane, and Baldwin getting defensive now at this stage. Glenister looking for a way past. Kelly looking for a way past Glenister as well, trying to take advantage of that defensive line. There's Moorcroft on the 21. In behind Moorcroft is the 66 of Matt Sherwin. Sherwin will be hoping that these 4 start battling and allow him to get that much closer. Sarah Jane Bugby is in this race as well, the other girl in the race on the 54, not seen much of her yet. As Kelly looks up the inside of Glenister again, but again can't get it done, and that slows the pair of them and allows the leader Baldwin to have another kart length or so, but not for long. I'm not sure Baldwin's got the pace to stay out front. The guys in behind him look quicker than him, but he's got track position at the moment to come down to the chicane one more time. Glenister all over the back of him now. He'll look for an early way past if he can. He'll know that Kelly is right behind him and providing him with a serious nuisance in his bid to get the lead. If he tries to make a big wide switch back and then come underneath David Baldwin, possibly on the exits of the hairpin at the end of the circuit, if Kelly's right there, he'll just fill that spot. So Glenister will want to try and get by and then create a bit of a gap and give Kelly the Baldwin problem, so to speak. Close enough, Glenister now. Will he look down the inside? No, he doesn't. Kelly has a look, but again can't get it done. Glenister coming alongside. Now, Baldwin takes that defensive line. Glenister goes wide. Is he going to go down the inside at the chicane? No, he isn't. Again, Kelly gets closer under braking. Glenister out of the chicane, down Hanger Bend into the Hanger Straight, and Moorcroft down the inside of Kelly. Oh, contact! And Kelly's gone! Oh, he's fuming. Absolutely fuming, and if that's been seen by the officials, that will be a black flag for the driver attempting the overtake. Kelly not happy. Here's the replay now. The man doing the overtaking is responsible for doing it cleanly, and that wasn't the case there. If that's been seen, that will be a black flag, but only if it's been seen. You might think, well, how can they miss it? But it just depends what people are looking for as we rejoin it. That's the move for the lead. James Glenister up in the hairpin, finally gets by, and now Baldwin all over the back of Glenister, trying to reverse that situation. Little bit of a nudge through the chicane, but no damage done. Out onto Hanger Bend. The man through to third place is Matt Sherwin. Hannah Lang's made a way past James Moorcroft as well, so Lang's up to fourth. Moorcroft fifth currently. They head towards the stripe one more time. They get the last lap board. It's all kicking off here as Moorcroft goes up the inside of Lang for fourth. But this is the battle for the win. Moorcroft set the fastest lap, 45.48. But he hasn't got track position anymore. He's down in fourth place, well behind. It's Glenister that has the lead. Baldwin all over the back of him. Sherwin looking for a way past. Baldwin's hung himself out to dry. Sherwin down the inside, the side by side. And that should be enough for Glenister to take the win here with these two battling behind. Is it? Maybe not. Baldwin's still there. Sherwin right behind. It's anybody's. Down, out onto Hanger Bend. I would expect Glenister to defend. He doesn't do. He's got enough of a gap. 2 or 3 car lengths. That's going to be enough for Glenister. Baldwin's going to have to settle for second. And the third place goes to Sherman. But what a fantastic finish. Can I just mention, by the way, the karts are going full speed, look, but look at the checkered flag. It seems to be waved in slow motion. That's high quality checkered flag waving right there. I'll give that a 10. The final race of the day is the 210 National English Championship race with Luke Plain on pole. This should again be a cracker. Gearbox karts again, 15 of them. Luke Plain on the front of the grid, Stephen Plain at the back of the grid. Will it be plain sailing for Luke though? That's the question. I'm so sorry, I just had to do it. He's got the whole shot anyway. It's Plain from the 4-car Tom White. Looks like Paul Fowler there in third place in the early running. Dan Berry on the 2, making up a place coming out of Cafe Corner and through the left-hander at Pitts Bend. Here they come. Plain, White, Fowler, Matt Cardwell on the 7, Dan Berry on the 2. The 5-car is Chris Callahan making up a place coming out of the turn. But again, a very nice lead early on in this one for the 210 National Champion. Luke Plain, has he got this race won on the first lap? I asked myself. Well, to be honest, it looks like he has. The 4-car Tom White, plenty to do to catch him. And a little bit squirrely there for Paul Fowler. That puts him under pressure from Matt Cardwell on the 7. Cardwell under pressure from Berry. Berry looking up the inside turn 1. Can't quite get that done. But one man that does looks like the 22 Stephen Plain coming from the back of the grid. Did he make that move stick? Couldn't quite see. But that's the 10 kart going through the shot. David Pratt up the Stratford straight into Stratford hairpin. The top hairpin this is as Fowler goes up the inside for second place, drops White back one. Berry looking up the inside of the 7 kart of Cardwell. Has he got that done? Looks like he may just have it. No, can't quite get there before they hit the right-hander here, and then left-handed through the middle part of the chicane. Luke Plains got this one already. He's going to have some sort of mechanical issue or spin off, and he's way too experienced for that to happen. These drivers will need him to have a mechanical issue for him not to win this, and here comes White for that second place back. Can't quite get it done. 22, that's Stephen Plain. Looks like he did make that earlier move stick. The 11 kart going through the shot, Adrian Watkins. He had Peter Masson on the 6 just in front of him, and the 36er Stuart Henry just behind. Here come the karts up to Stratford Hairpin one more time, and it's the 7 kart of Cardwell now who makes the move, and Berry helps himself to a pair. You've got to love a brace in the corner. Sweet, sweet move. You can see the grin, can't you, on his face? And I wouldn't be surprised if he just uttered those immortal 2 words, "Yeah, baby," because that was definitely a "yeah, baby" moment for Dan Berry. And he may not be satisfied with just a pair, may be looking for a second place, and in fact he's straight up the inside. Looks like Paul Fowler may have just outbraked himself going into the turn there, and that's allowed Berry up the inside for second. So the 1 kart out front, the 2 kart is now second, but can Dan Berry impact on the lead of Luke Plain? I'm not sure he can. Well, he's not even, Plain's not even in the picture, so I don't think there's going to be a change there. But here's the change for the podium, is there? No! Tom White down the inside. He's probably in the wrong gear as a consequence of that. Coming alongside is the 7 kart of Cardwell. They're battling for that 4th spot, but White has just held on the 4 kart. Cardwell, though, got a lot closer as a consequence of him trying to go up the inside, and probably had to drop it down an extra gear, looking to get the momentum up the inside. Couldn't quite make that work, but here's Cardwell for the spot in Wilkins. Cardwell through to 4th. So it's Plain one out front from Berry, Fowler, Cardwell. White is formed. The 22, Stephen Plain, looking to buy himself some of this action. He's come from the back of the field, and he's looking pretty quick. That's Luke out front. But here comes the battle for second. Berry looks like he's got this one tied up, but here comes Fowler, who's lost the spot to Cardwell. Cardwell's come round the outside, but Fowler looks to have him back. Can't quite get it done on the exit. Here's Stephen Plain getting in the mix as well, down the inside of Tom White. Has he got that done? Let's have a look. Can't quite see it. It's just disappeared out of the shot. We'll see it as they come on the exit. Down hanger. No, White's held on. Plain's still there. They're all over each other, aren't they? Here, back marker in the way. Oh, and the contact. Oh, and having said earlier that these guys have got a lot of respect for each other, I think, to be fair, the back marker had something to do with that. Let's have another look. I think the back marker is on the line that Fowler would have taken at those speeds. He's trying to come back onto the inside. Cardwell's already there down the inside. Stephen Plain's race is impacted as a consequence. And, well, all ends in tears, really. Meanwhile, out front on the last lap, Luke Plain set a new event record at 50.87, a comfortable victory for him. But who would come through for second? There's that slow motion flag waving again, amazing. Not sure what happened to Dan Berry in the latter part of the race, but he would end up down in 5th place. Coming through for second would be Matt Cardwell on the 7, Tom White in 3rd, Stephen Plain from 15th to 4th, one of the drives of the day. And Dan Berry, as I said, down in 5th. Now, just trying to tell you that the driver of the day in Honda Cadet, Luke Whitehead, for that fantastic drive, making up 15 places in the A final. And just time to tell you that in the classes we never saw, in Junior X30, Aaron Mills was the race winner, and in Senior X30 it was Lucas Vors. Some great action here at the Superprix. The next time we see you, expect more of the same. We're at Kimbolton for the TKM Festival here on Motors TV. We'll see you then.